Hello and welcome to Sunday's edition of Cracking the Crypto. I've started the webcam rolling and I've just realised that all my stuff's in the wrong place. My keyboard's not in the right place. Oh, how discombobulating. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, when I've calmed down, we're going to have a look at Triple Trouble by Marty Sears again. So another puzzle by Marty. Not quite setting the precedent we did earlier in the year, where we've had back-to-back Marty videos at least once, I remember. And was it was a couple of days ago, wasn't it, that we had Marty? Anyway, we've got another one by Marty. Marty's puzzles always get recommended a lot, and apparently this one is, well, this is a good one to do in the run-up to Christmas. And the reason I say that is that the rule set reminds me of, it was a puzzle at least a year, maybe 2 years ago, I want to say by Analytical Ninja, in which you have to fill each 3x3 box with only 3 digits. And that's what we've got going on in this puzzle. So, which I guess is why it's called Triple Trouble. But it's a really weird rule. I can't quite remember. There were some tricks to this rule. There were definitely some tricks to this rule. But anyway, I think Analytical Ninja made a puzzle with this rule set as an advent calendar. As I say, at least 1 year and possibly 2 years ago. It's incredible how time flies, isn't it? Anyway, this puzzle has 3 stars out of 5 for difficulty. And as I say, we've had lots and lots of recommendations to try it. And basically, if Marty makes a popular puzzle, we feel beholden to showcase it, because frankly, we know, well, I mean, I love Marty's puzzles, and so do so many of you. So it's going to be a treat, and I'll read you the rules of this one in a moment or two's time. Now, what do I have to tell you about before that? I have not got much news. Christmas is approaching fast. Oh, well, okay, I'll recommend something to you. Why don't you... this is all the wrong size, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is our newest app, and I definitely would recommend this. If you want to give somebody an absolutely brilliant Christmas present, try and get them a copy of Classic Sudoku number 2, which is the follow-up to our original Classic Sudoku app. So these are all handmade puzzles by people like Nicoli and also Sam Kaplan-Lynes, who's invented many new techniques for this app. It's incredible stuff, really is. So that would be a lovely gift, and I would recommend that you get that for as many people as you can possibly think of who enjoy Sudoku of any sort. What else? Birthdays. Let me look at my list of birthdays. Okay, Keaton, you turned 24 today, and I know this because your partner Maddie wrote to us and told us that you watch while getting ready in the mornings, and I think red velvet cake is on the menu today, which Maddie described as simply dyed chocolate cake, and I understand what she means. Red velvet cake, can that be as properly iced as it needs to be? I guess it could be in theory, but in my experience it never normally is. So Keaton, I hope you get an exceptionally well iced version of your red velvet cake, and I hope you have a great birthday today. Now, the next birthday wins a competition. Zero, it's your birthday today, and I know this because your partner Ella wrote in to say you might enjoy a shout out, and this is undoubtedly the earliest birthday request we have ever received, because Ella wrote to me on the 26th of January which is some time ago. I mean, it's only just past your last birthday. Anyway, Zero, I hope you have a great birthday today, and I hope the chocolate cake is very fine indeed. Oh, now the next birthday I'm a little late with, so I need to apologise to... Is it Tero? It could be Tero. Tero. Well, anyway, Tero, you've turned 50 today, the big 50. No, you didn't turn it today. You turned it earlier in the week, didn't you? I think you turned it on Monday. Am I right? I think you did. Anyway, your nephew, Alexei, wrote to me and said that although the two of you don't see each other as often as he would like since you've moved over to the US. He really looks forward to every time you guys do meet up, and he hopes very much that you'll enjoy Las Vegas, which apparently is where you were going to spend your 50th birthday. There cannot be many better places on earth to spend a 50th birthday than Las Vegas. I have been to Vegas a few times over the years. It's somewhere, it's indescribable. If you haven't been to Vegas, it sounds like the most ludicrous place. I remember the first time I went to Vegas, there's a hotel, I think it's called the Venetian, and I think it was about the first hotel we'd gone into, and we went upstairs, and in the upstairs of the building was a canal with gondolas floating. I mean, it was basically like being in Venice, and I've been to Venice, and it wasn't so dissimilar. The light was incredibly sort of romantic and dusky. But it was in the upstairs of a building that there was a huge canal. It is architecturally an extraordinary place. Tero, I've no doubt you had fun, and I hope so. And I bet you can get some good chocolate cake in Vegas. It's a long time since I've been to Vegas. Anyway, let's move on. Let's have a look at Marty's puzzle. Did I have any other news? No, we're almost in Christmas news time, aren't we? But let's have a look at Triple Trouble by the great Marty Sears, and I will read you the rules, which do not begin with normal Sudoku rules apply. In fact, Marty did a weird puzzle, a Sumdoku, a little while ago, didn't he? Anyway, that doesn't matter. The rules of this one are as follows. Fill the grid with the digits 1 to 9 so that no digit repeats in any row or column. So that sounds normal at the moment. But then it says each box may only contain 3 distinct digits. So in that box, you've got to put 3 distinct digits. May only contain 3 distinct digits. I mean, yeah, okay. It's quite an interesting phrasing of that rule. But anyway, it seems clear, doesn't it? Arrows. Digits along a purple arrow sum to the digit in the attached circle. So you add those 3 up, you put it in that cell. And that's going to be weird, isn't it? I was going to write 1, 2, 3 along the arrow. I don't even know if that's possible. That's 3 in the corner that we don't get to sing for. We only get to sing for ones we earn. German whispers. Adjacent digits on a green line have a difference of at least 5. So if this was a 1, this would have to be 6, 7, 8, or 9 to be sufficiently different from the digit 1. Oh, actually, there are a few more rules here. Same difference. Adjacent digits along a turquoise line always have the same difference. This difference must be determined for each turquoise line. So imagine this was a 1 and this was a 3. Then you could see the difference on this line would be 2. So this could be a 1 or it could be a 5, I think, in order to make sure that the differences were consistent. Now, nabners. Oh, nabners. They're always tricky things. No 2 digits on a yellow line may be the same or consecutive. So if that digit's a 1, not only could you not put 1s in those 2 positions, you couldn't put 2s either, because a 2 is obviously consecutive with a 1. So let's say you tried to put 3 on it. Now this digit couldn't be 4, because that would obviously be consecutive with the 3. So I mean, often you can do it like 1, 3, 5. Just stick to one particular parity, and you won't go wrong. But you don't have to do that. But that's just an example. Black dots. If 2 digits are separated by a black dot, then one is double the other. I love the phrasing of that rule, and Marty always remembers that I like it. So thank you, Marty. So if this was a 2, this could be a 4, because 4 is double 2, or it could be a 1, because 2 is double 1. And they are, let me just check, they are all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, as I was reading the rules, I was thinking about how we're going to fill the grid with the constraints that we're given, because what we're told is that we can't repeat a digit in any row or column, aren't we? So in each of these three sections here, those 3 digits are obviously different from one another. These 3 digits are obviously different, and these 3 digits are obviously different. So as I was reading the rules, I spent 1 second thinking, oh, each box may only contain 3 distinct digits. I was wondering if it could only have 2 or 1, but no, that won't work. Because if you only put 2 digits in a box, you're not going to be able to get to 9 different digits for the row. And we must do that. That is a requirement. So each box is going to have 3 different digits. And I think what that means is that we're going to be able to play a game. So let's play a little game. What do I mean by this? Well, there are basically only a limited number of ways of organising a 3x3 Sudoku. We can probably think about this. So imagine this is A, and this is B, and this is C, and that's, I mean, because these 3 digits are obviously all different, that is without loss of generalization to state this. Now, where is C in row 2 of this 3x3 box? C is obviously not here, is it? So C is either going to be there, and if it's there, it's also there because it can't repeat in columns. So if C is here, then you get this arrangement of C's, but then you're going to get this arrangement of B's, and you're going to get this arrangement of A's. And what I want you to note here is look at this diagonal. So where this digit got put here, we got a repeated digit along the negative diagonal of this box. Now, what would happen if, on the other hand, we put C here? Well, now A is going to go here, can't repeat within its column, and A is going to go there, and B is going to go there, and C is going to go there. And look, now we get a stripe of C on the positive diagonal of this 3x3 box. So what we actually learn from this, and it might be relevant here, is that no matter how you arrange these 3x3 boxes, you always end up with a diagonal, which is either this diagonal or this diagonal, where the digits will definitely repeat. Now, what does that mean? I don't know is the answer. I don't see. I mean, they could repeat. If they repeated, this would be 0 mod 3, wouldn't it? It would be exactly divisible by 3 because this would be expressible as 3x. But otherwise, if these repeat, these are all different. And that, well, that's just normal arrows then. So that would be at least a 6. It's difficult actually. I can't pencil mark this because normally a 3-cell arrow you could immediately write 6, 7, 8, 9 in here. But I can't do that here because there is just the possibility, and given it's Marty, we should not discount this possibility because Marty would find it hilarious to make all of those 1s and for this to be a 3. That is classic Marty, and that's probably what happens because Marty takes great joy in extracting every scintilla of surprise from the solver when you just think, no, he can't have done that, and then he has. Oh, I don't know what to do. Is it this one? This one would normally be broken. I can see that it's got four arrow cells in one box. So that's clearly it. Alright, so this one I can colour, can't I? What I mean by that is, let's make that orange. Where is orange in this row? Well, orange is not in its own column, and orange is not on its arrow. Because if this was orange, then we'd have orange plus 3 other digits equals orange, and even in this puzzle that won't work. So it's this diagonal that is full of orange. which means that digit is going to be the same as that one and that one. And these three are the same. So what does that tell us? It tells us this is even. Orange is even. And the way we can see that is that orange is made up mathematically of 2 times green plus 2 times blue. So we're clearly adding 2 even numbers there. And the minimum these could be would be a 1s and 2s. So that would give us 6 here, wouldn't it? Okay, so there is a 1 in this box. Either green or blue is a 1. How do we know that? Well, imagine that wasn't the case. If these were 2 and 3, then this would be a 10. Because it would be, the arrow circle would be double 2 plus double 3. So it's definitely got 1 on it. Okay. Okay, so it's these digits are from 1, 2 and 3. It's either 1 or double 1 plus double 2 for 6, or it's double 1 plus double 3 for 8 is what's happening. It can't be any more. If you were to put double 4 on here plus double 1, it would get to 10 again. Right, so these digits are all 6s or 8s, and these digits are all 1s, 2s or 3s. Now, what on earth do we do with that? I don't know. I'm sure there's something obvious we can do. Well, it probably isn't obvious, but there's probably some way of thinking about this that's remotely obvious. I think it's going to be this one, isn't it? So now I can't put 1 on there. Because obviously if this one has, I don't know what colour is 1 here, but there's a 1, say green was 1, then there's a 1 there, a 1 there and a 1 there. So this can't have 1 on it as an arrow. So if these digits are all different, which they would be if this diagonal is the repeating diagonal, this would have to be 2. I see, yeah, it can't be 2 plus 3 plus 4. Because I know that either 2 or 3 is repeating in this box, and whichever one is repeating can't be on this arrow at all. So we know it doesn't have 1 on it, and we know it either doesn't have 2 on it or 3 on it. So if these were all different, we'd be absolutely broken. So in this box, these 3 are the same. This is really lovely, isn't it? It's quite different the way you have to think about this. So now we can fully colour this box, and this digit is not a 1. So it's either triple, we don't know. it's either 222 for 6 or 333 for 9. It's one of those two. Okay, and that means, well, that means between these various stripes that we've got in the row, 1, 2 and 3 have all been used up. Oh, wait, what's this black dot doing? Right, so if this is 2, this has to be 4. It can't be 1 because the 1s live in this box. If it's 3, this has to be 6. So this digit is 4 or 6. Now, I bet that's going to cause a kerfuffle. If that's 3, that will be 8. Hang on, 3. Is that the right way round or the wrong way round? If that's 3, that's 6, that's 8. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's really weird, but it doesn't work. So this is 2. And the reason it doesn't work is if you do put 3 in the red cell, you knock 3 off all of these cells. So this arrow becomes the sum of double 1 plus double 2, which is 6. So this is a 6, but if this is a 3, this is a 6, and that breaks the world. We'd have 2 6s in the row. So that's a 2. So 2, 2, 2, 6 here. 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. This is indigo colours. We just don't know what it is. Okay, and now so now 2 is not on these arrows. So this is an 8 now, because it's double 1 plus double 3. And this... ooh, lovely. Okay. Well, it must be this cell, isn't it? I'm just thinking this is on German Whispers line. Now, what do we know about German Whispers lines? Well, even in this puzzle, it's true to say you can't put 5 on them. Because if you put 5 on them, this digit has to be at least 5 different from 5, and there's no Sudoku digit that meets that criteria. So this is not 5. It's also not 1, 2, 3, or 4. So its only options are 6, 7, or 9. Because it can't be 8. It can't be 6 by Sudoku. So it's 7 or 9. And this digit is 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that's distressing in the extreme. That's okay, that's not how to do it then. Oh dear. Sorry. Okay, these are all 8s. I won't get used to doing this. This is such a bizarre way to think. What's that thing doing? What is this thing doing? So this is a same difference line. But these 2 digits are in a box. But they can't repeat. So these are different. Okay, but... oh, I don't know actually, do I? I'm not sure. I was trying to work out whether I could do... I think this can't oscillate. What do I mean by that? Well, imagine this was... I don't know if this works, but I just want to show you what I don't think it can do. If this was a 5 and this was a 1, obviously what we can't do is go 1, 5, 1. Because although this line obeys its criteria, it does have a difference of 4 between the first 2 digits and a difference of 4 between the sort of last pair of digits. We end up with 2 1s in the row, which is wrong. So this is probably going to have to be I think it has to be an ascending sequence, i.e. this digit is lower than this is lower than this. Because if we try to make this lower than this digit, the only way it would work would be 3, 2, 1, and that's going to break there. So this is higher than this, and then this is higher still. Now, what's going to work? So if this was 1, you could make this 5, I think, and then this would be 9. Now, why wouldn't that work? And the answer is, I actually don't think that would work. It feels like that's going to break this cell. Because I have to have a... oh no, that could be 9. Oh, I see. No, I'm wrong. That could be 999, like that. Oh, bobbins. Okay, sorry. Alright, so 5 is possible if this is 1. But if this is... it can't be 4. So I think if this is 1, it does go 1, 5, 9. It's the only way you can constitute it. If this was 6, the difference would be 5, and this would have to be an 11, which is silly. So, but what happens if this is 3? Then, well, then you could go a difference of 2 would be 3, 5, and this would be 7. Or maybe this could be 6, and we go 3, 6, and then this would be 9. Now, oh dear. Okay, so I don't know how to use that at all. Oh, Marty, what have you done here? Do I somehow know which Oh, yes, I do. I do. Ah, I see. I know what he's done. Right, look. Now we can see this digit is not the same as this digit. So we know that the way that this box breaks down in terms of its repeating diagonal is that diagonal. Which means this digit is that cell. So those are the same digit and the same as this cell. And then these three are the same. So this is 5 or 6. This is, the thing is, I don't think we're going to know. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You don't sort of learn much more. Five, 6, 7, and 9. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, you do, because that can't be... Oh, that's it. Look. The 6 here sees that one. I keep thinking... It's not... Your brain sometimes is allowed to use Sudoku and sometimes isn't, so forgive me for being a muppet. Oh, no. And that's not helpful, because that can still be 1 or 3, and that can still be 7 or 9. Oh, bother. Okay, so 6... Ah, yeah, but the 6 is lovely. Because the 6 sees that one, and that gets transported down there, where's 6 in this row? Isn't that gorgeous? It's got to go here. Because if we did put the 6 here, it'd get transported up there and be in the same column as itself. Right, so this is... So this is 6. This is 6. I don't know how this breaks down, and I don't know how this breaks down. And that is 7 or 9, which means that is... we don't know. We honestly haven't got a clue what that is. Right, so... Goodness me, is it this arrow down here? Yes. Well, I say yes. At least I can colour this box. Because obviously we can't be doing the positive diagonal as all the same digits. We're going to do the negative diagonal as all the same digits. And the reason obviously is that if this is the same as this, both of these digits would have to be a 0 to make the arrows maths work. So these are the same and these are the same. Now let's think about what that means. So this green is the sum of 2 orange plus blue, and none of these digits can be 2 or 4 or 6. So the digit that's being doubled has to be 1 or 3, doesn't it? And we know that because if this was any higher, say it was 5, this would be a 10 at least. So if this was 3, that would be 6. This would have to be a 1, and this would be a 7. So that's definitely possible. But if these are 1, that's only going to count for 2, isn't it? And this could be a 3. So that could be as low as 5. So 5, 7, probably 8 or 9. I mean, it might be possible to eliminate one of those. I think given this is odd, given all the even digits apart from 8 have departed the scene, yeah, this can't be 8. It can't be 2, 4 or 6, and it can't be 8 because we're adding at least 2 to it. So this is an odd number. So this is an odd number. So this is 5, 7 or 9. And this is 1, 3, 5. Can it be 7? Maybe it can be. 7 plus double 1 would be 9. Okay, so this is probably not where we're meant to look then. Oh, and look at what naughty Marty's done. On this line, we've got 2 distinct odd digits, so it's not affecting the nabna at all. Bobbins. Oh, hang on. Now, what about that black dot? It can't have 1, 3 or 8 on this side. And there are only 6 Sudoku digits that you can put on a black dot. And those are the ones that aren't 5, 7 and 9. 5, 7 and 9 you can't put on a black dot because you need one digit to be double the other on a black dot. And if you halve 5, 7 or 9 you don't get integers, and if you double them you don't get Sudoku numbers. So this digit here is 2, 4, oh it's not good I don't think, 2, 4 or 6. Oh no, and this one is literally not 5, 7 or 9, which are the ones I would have known without having done any work at all in this box. Oh, bobbins. Does there have to be a 1 on the arrow down here? Ah. Okay, that's a fairly obvious point, but I hadn't appreciated it. If there isn't an arrow on this bottom, if there isn't, sorry, a 1 on the bottom arrow, the minimum digits we could populate it with would be 335, and 335 is more than 9, so that won't work. So one of these digits is a 1, definitely, in box 9. So this digit is not, this digit is not a 1. So if this is a 2, this is a 4. If this is a 4, this is a 2 or an 8. And if this is a 6, this is a 3. And that is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Golly, I'm not seeing this at all then, am I? What about this green line? I don't believe that's... Is that going to be relevant? Oh, of course it is. It is not for the reason I thought it might be relevant. I was just thinking about what wasn't on it. But we do know the shading of this box, don't we? Because those two are indisputably different from one another, because they are adjacent on a green line. That's lovely, Marty. So these have to be different, and therefore the shading in the box where the repeated digit happens is on the positive diagonal. So that is a shading, and this is a shading. Now what does that do? I shouldn't have chosen yellow, because yellow is obscuring the Nabna line. Let's go to... Oh no, let's go to the purple. My phone is buzzing, that's okay. So how has that helped? Golly, I don't know. Well, one of these digits has to be a low digit. And that's just the way that German whispers work. Because you can't put 5 onto them, the nature of any digit that you place on a green line is either going to be below 5 or above 5. And the crucial thing to realise is that if you put a below 5 digit on the German whisper, the next digit can't also be a below 5 digit, because these can't be 5 apart. And the same would be true, obviously, if these were from the higher set. These can't be 5 apart. So you get oscillation, which means one of these is low, one of these is high. Now, if it is a 4 that's in here, it would have to be with a 9. Oh no! No! I was about to say, but you couldn't put 4 in the middle of the line, but you can. In fact, that's almost certainly what Marty's going to have done, because again, this will just amuse Marty. To put 4 here, you can put double 9 because of the weird rules that allow me to put more than one 9 in the box. Oh, bobbins. I don't really know how to do this then. So, how do we do this? So if this is low, this is 2 or 4, and that would be 2 or 4, and that would be 2 or 4. And then this digit couldn't be 6, but it could be 7 or 9. It couldn't be 6 because it couldn't be far enough away from 2 or 4. So this digit is 7 or 9 on this hypothesis, but we've got to investigate the other as well, which is that this is the low digit, in which case this digit is 2 or 4. This digit is 7 or 9. Can't be 6, can't be 8. So it's actually not... How has that helped me at all? That's weird. That is weird. Have I don't even know what to suggest I've done here. What? Okay. Okay, maybe I know the shading of this one, do I? If it was negative diagonal shading, these two digits would be 6, and that's obviously wrong. Because this is a difference line. If the difference is 0, they all need to be 6, and that can't be 6. And anyway, Sudoku would break. So we know the shading of this one. These are all 6. It's 6 on the positive diagonal, which means that this one is that one, and it's that one, and then these 3 are all the same, but I don't know what the value of them is. And then, okay, so we need to think about this line, I think, because I don't think that can be 9. And that's for a similar reason to the one I noticed up here. If this is 9, we go down to a very low digit here, so we're going to have a huge difference. And the only way of having a huge difference on these two cells is going to go to be back up to the 9. But if this is a 9 and this is a 9, and these are all 9s, you're going to have repeated 9s, aren't you? So again, this is going to have to... Oh, this is big. Right, this is going to have to operate like a thermometer. It's only going to go in one direction. It's a sort of Harry Styles line. Now, this can't be 9. Can it be 7? 7? Oh, no. It might be able to be 7, 4, 1. 7, 4, 1. Oh, these are now not 9. 7. Okay, I don't think that can... This can't be 1. This can't be 1 because we'd be going down to it, then we'd be going back up to it here, and we have to go back to that digit. Now, can this be 2? I don't think so. No, because because of the values this has, if this is 2, given it's got to be a sequence, we can't go 4, 2, 0. It just doesn't work. 2, 2, 2 is impossible. You'd have 2 2s in a row. So this is not 2. So this is 3 or 4. Right, and that does it. Oh, that's so beautiful. Can you see what's happened to this? Once we get rid of 2 here, it pushes the German whisper up to 3 or 4, and now this the lime green has to be 9 now, because 7 is not sufficiently different from 3 or 4. So these digits are 7, and now this same difference line has a difference of 4. So blue is 1. We've done the first 3 rows. That was a bit of a struggle, but we have managed to do it. And I don't think we've finished yet, because this line is still interesting. So 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That might be okay. I'm not sure. 2, 4, 6 doesn't work because we've got this 6 on the other diagonal. So 4, 4, 3, 2 might work. Oh dear, that's very distressing. 4, 3, 2, okay. 7, 4, 1. So I actually don't know, do I? That's very annoying. There seem to be quite a lot of different ways of constituting this. Okay, but if this, we should do the colouring. Those are all the same. These are obviously all the same. And these are the same. Oh, what colour should we make those? Orange. So these are 1, 2, 4. Okay, now this, oh no, it doesn't matter. I was thinking I must know more about this than I used to know, but apparently not. Wow. Now I've got this line here. So that is a very long same difference line. The thing is, it's perfectly, oh, it's not perfectly, but it is possible, isn't it, that there would, if you had two positive diagonal ones, could all these digits be the same? Maybe. I suppose it's binary, isn't it? I mean, in the sense that if this one has a positive diagonal with repeated digits, then the difference along the line is 0, so that these digits all become the same just by force of nature. Now, if all these three are, if these are the same, on the other hand, these are all different. So you probably, you wouldn't, the thing is, you could repeat, if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2 or something. I mean, that doesn't work in this particular example, but it's not like you don't have to repeat a digit in the event that these aren't the same. So how do I get a handle on this? The answer is I've not got a Scooby-Doo. I've not got a Scooby-Doo. Okay, I can shade this one because I've just realised that a negative diagonal here would definitely break the Nabner rule. So those three digits are the same, which means these three are the same, and these three are the same. So I've got a 2, 4, 6 on this Nabner. And I've got whatever that digit is transplanted here. Oh, bother. How do we do this? Golly, I don't know. This is intriguing. Oh, I know I've got a 1 over here. But I don't... Oh, I know. It might be this line, actually. Is that the point? Wow, I don't really want to do this, but I'm actually wondering if it's possible to construct a sequence. Let's look first at the top end of this sequence. If these are different digits, I'm just going to pencil mark them. So forgive me for doing this, but 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. I see that could work, actually. So if it was, if we were in this situation, these three have to have, so what we're claiming is it possible for these to be different? Now if these are different, they have to form a sequence. So it's 3, 5, 7 looks quite good, doesn't it? Or 5, 7, 9. There's no other way of doing it. So the difference along the line would be 2, and these would be odd digits to retain the parity along this line. But what are, that's it. So what odd digits would they be? They can't be 1 because there's a 1 somewhere in this box and that's duplicated down. So it's not 1 is impossible, 5, 7s and 9s are impossible. The only odd digit that you could put on it was 3 repeated digits, but then the difference along the line is 0, and these should all be the same as well. So if you invoke a difference on the top of the line, and I've missed an option, 7, 8, 9. So 7, 8, 9 might be possible. I didn't think of that. So if this was 7, 8, 9, the difference down here is 1. Okay, so that's trickier to eliminate, I suspect. Maybe, okay, so maybe what I have to do is also label these ones up. Actually, I don't, hang on, no, it's not going to work. Oh, it's Marty being clever. It's Marty being clever. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to label these bottom ones as well. So these could be 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. Now, so you can see, it's so clever. So if we do go for a 1 difference on the top, these have to be 7, 8, 9. But the only 1 difference that exists on the bottom is 2, 3, 4. So you can't do it. You can't do it because there's no join. We could go 9, 8, 7, but then we need to breach the boundary somehow between this sequence of ones and for this to be also a sequence of ones. You can't do it. So actually what we've now learned is that this diagonal is all the same digit. So what are the options? 1 and 2 are out because of the right hand side of it. Oh, Bobbins, I don't know. 3 might be possible. 4 isn't possible. 5 isn't possible. 6 isn't possible. 7 isn't possible. 8. Oh, bother. I was hoping we were going to get away with that. 3 or 8 is repeating, but we can shade it as well. So these are all the same digit. And therefore, these are all the same digit. And therefore, these are all the same digit. And in this one, these are all the same digit. And these are all the same digit. Trying to choose what colour to go for. I think we can risk a yellow there. Now, has that helped us? Well, actually it really hasn't. Does that do something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh goodness, I don't see. I mean, it must do something. I don't know. What was this line again? This line was, that's also a same difference line, but I don't know what the difference is. 7 and 4 would be 3, 4 and 3 would be 1, 2, 4, no, that didn't work. So the difference on this line is 1 or 3. This German Whispers line is just designed to fox us, I think. Okay, what on earth am I meant to do next then? Sorry if this is obvious. It probably is, but I'm not seeing it. If that was 6, 3, this would be a 1. Does that break the world? I think that does break the world, actually. If this is 6, 3, if this is 6, 3, that becomes a 1. Oh no, that's okay, because that is the repeated digit. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, so that's fine. Because then this digit could be a 5, and that could be a 7. Or perhaps even that could be a 7, and that could be a 9. No, I was thinking I was doubling a bigger digit than the 1, and I'm not. Okay, so that's not how to resolve this. What's this Nabna thingy here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, let's just label it up. 1, 2, 3. It's not 1 because 1 lives in this box. So 2, 3, 4, or 8. Right, that is. Oh, nearly. Well, it can't be 2, can it? It really can't be 2, because 2 will be consecutive with this digit, whether that's 1 or 3. So this digit's now not, that digit's not a 2. So the way to do this might be, so if this digit isn't a 2, that could still be a 4. Bother. So that's 3, 4, or 8. Is there some sort of triplication or something going on in that column? Yeah, that's it. Where's 1 in that column? 1 cannot go in yellow down here because there is a 1 in that box. So this is a 1. So orange is 1. Now, what's this? This can't be 2 anymore. That won't work because we can't make a sequence that respects the same difference. So this is now 4 or 7. So what we need to do is recompute purple, I think. 4 would give double 9. I think that's what it's going to be, but we've got to prove it. 7 would give double 2, actually, because here we can't use 1. And if this was... that's it. This can't be 3 anymore. If this is 3, we've got a difference of 2, and that doesn't exist there. So this is 4, 4, 4, and now the difference, so now this is 7, and these are 2s. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, we still don't know what that one is. Right, these digits are now thingies. What are they? Thingies is not... Oh, hang on, these digits are not 2. Oh, this is huge, this black dot. If this isn't... Something's wrong with a 4 here. That can't be a 4, because this can't be 2 or 8. Oh dear, dear, dear. So this is now a 3-8 pair in this box. Okay, what's the digit I've missed out? 2. So yellow is 2. Which... I mean, I presume that was going to do something. It doesn't seem to do anything. All right, and what's going on with this digit? So this digit is not 1 or 3 odd. Let's just pencil mark it. 4, 5, 6, and 9 are the options. But we can't make a bad nabna. 4 is not an option. 6 is not an option because of the 4 and the 6. So this is 5 or 9. And that means... So what's this digit then? 3, 8 makes this a 1. Orange is a 1. Yeah, there's no 3. Ooh, there's no 3 in this box anymore. So we have got double 1, which is the least interesting option in terms of putting pressure on it. And this is either 5 and making this 7, or it's 7 making this 9. So there is the situation. So there is definitely a 7 in either green or blue here. So there's no 7s over here. Oh dear. Oh, I thought I'd broken it. Yeah, where's 5? Where's 5 in the first 3? You can't... If you put 5 in this box, I don't know where it goes, but it definitely ends up on there somewhere, and it will be consecutive with whatever that is, 4 or 6. So 5 has to be in these cells. And now, I still don't know. What? How? Okay, these are 3, 8, 9 now. Oh, I see. That's very useful, though, because that takes 9 out of down here. So that has to be 7. These have to be 5. Oh, yeah, that's that 5. I could have doubled it. I did the logic there, but I could have equally have said 5 can't live in the box from these 3 rows perspective, and that would have plonked a 5 over here and done exactly the same thing had I thought about it that way. How do I not know what this is? I'm sure I do. I just have to figure it out. Right, so in row 8, we have not had yet the digits 4, 6, and 9. So I'm just going to plonk 4, 6, and 9 down here, and hopefully... Yeah, that's lovely. Look at this one. because 5 has appeared on this nabna, that has to be 9. So the greens are 9s. Okay, no, that's still not done. Is this black dot, isn't it? It's going to be this black dot and this nabna that somehow resolve this. How, though? Okay, if... Oh, I see. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I've got it. So, imagine red was 3. Because all of these were 3, this would be an 8, and this, which can't repeat 8 on the line, and can't be 3 because 3 is in red, is a 9, and 8 and 9 are consecutive. So red, this red, is 8, I'm going to claim, which means these are all not 8 anymore. This is a 3 now, which means this is 6, so that's going to resolve over here. And now we just have to hope this is done. Yeah, so this is now 9, because it can't be 3 without repeating. So 9 is green, and that is how to solve the puzzle. Fabulous. Absolutely. How can one man come up with so much invention? That's weird, that puzzle as well, because it's a combination of sort of little logic in the boxes and then global logic across boxes, because Marty's found some way of tying this all together. It was trouble indeed, triple trouble for me, but a very, very beautiful, beautiful Sudoku again. Let me know in the comments how you got on with it. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.